Okay, so we are now in Tree of Life number 5. That's 50 minutes, guys, and fortunately they're just 10-minute sessions. And as you can tell, once you go in, there's different sessions that you can go into, and I'll be adding more as time goes on. But one thing that I didn't mention, and in this should have been in the first couple of segments. Remember that this from 1978 to 2010, that's a long time. Okay, and all this time I didn't know about the Tree of Life, didn't understand the Tree of Life, but there were some things that were significant that I think I should share. Okay, when I died and came back, that my resurrection experience, that was in Central America, in the country of Costa Rica, January 10th, January 9th, 2010. That's 1/9/2010. And so I was in Central America, right? Well, what I didn't tell you is that in 1983, I was given a prophecy by Vicki Jameson. And in that prophecy, she went on to ask me, she pulled me out of a crowd, and she says, "What's your name?" And I says, "My name is Joseph." And she says, "Who are you? What do you do?" And I didn't get a chance to answer, and she begins to sing. And she's crying, and she says, "People here will help. They'll finance you. You will see. The Lord will say go, and you will say, I will go." Okay, guys, now she sings a lot better than I do. So it sounded real great when she sang it, but she's crying. She's holding my hand. And she says, "You're going to Mexico. You're going all the way down, even into South America." And she says, they're gonna finance you, and you're going to help multitudes of people. And then she went on and started talking to the crowd. But guys, that was 1983. Now, I forgot all about that prophecy. But in 2006, this is before I died and came back to life. In 2006, I'm invited to a church. And don't get scared, guys. I'm not going to get religious on you. You're okay. You're safe. And this is just a video that you're listening to. But anyway, I'm invited to a church, and I go, and before I sit down, I am reminded, and I hear her singing. I hear Vicki Jameson. "And to Mexico and South America and into El Salvador you will go, and you'll take my love. I know people here will help. They'll finance you. You will see. The Lord will say go, and you will say, I will go." And I heard it, guys. I heard that before I sit down. It was in Cartago of Costa Rica. And it just, man, it choked me up. Because it didn't dawn on me that I was in Central America and that people were funding me and that I had good intentions and I was helping people. Now, things didn't go as I expected. The project was a total loss. Horrible things happened. I mean, I went through a major learning curve, and the recession came, and we lost a lot of money and we lost a lot of time. It was just an experience that I couldn't even understand what was happening, but it was interesting. I knew I was in God's course. Even though things didn't turn out the way I wanted them to turn out with that particular project, my integrity was there. I did the best that I could do. And then when I died, came back, and then we lost Gabriel Carreras, which was our head of public relations. Very good man. And I ended up, losing everything, so I thought. But isn't it interesting that in your darkest moment, your darkest hour, that's sometimes where you find yourself. So now here we are with Anastasia. I never gave up on the dream that God gave to me. And, I still have in my heart a commitment to all of us that even invested back in those days, just out of honor. Okay. But I wanted just to share with you that in this piece I wanted to kind of share with you just parts of the journey that I hadn't shared with you before. And those of you that are intelligent, it doesn't take much to read between the lines. We didn't get here just with everything going great in life. Life is what it is. You have good and bad that happens. Sometimes it's your mistakes. Sometimes you do them accidentally. Sometimes you do them foolishly. But either way, good and bad is happening always. And here's where we are today. So I talk a lot about, things that you'll understand, like the movie Phenomena, or I talk about that guy that did something and all of a sudden he connected to infinity. So then I guess I'm talking to you now, because here I am. My name is Joseph, right? And I'm just like you are. My niche happens to be Anastasia. Sure, God visited me in 1978, gave me a tree of life vision. Sure, I understood it in my life and death resurrection experience, right? But you know what? I'm just like you. We're all the same. And there's things that I need from you, that I need you, just like you need me, or people need each other. And this is my experience with this whole journey that I've been put through. Life is all inclusive. You separated from me are just that. But you and I connected are you plus me. It's a whole different synergy, a different equation. Because you connecting to Anastasia, all of a sudden you're connected to home, land, businesses, jobs. You're helping humanity, and Anastasia is all inclusive. So already it has a travel tourism business that's starting up. It's got the Anastasia software. It's got all these online, this huge online presence and marketing power, and people in different parts of the continents just in love with Anastasia. So then it makes it easy for you to do something, with Anastasia for you. So remember, we had that home giveaway, and people wonder why you're doing this home giveaway. Well, we figured, what, it allows people to get involved and tell people about a great thing. And anytime that you share something about Anastasia, you're automatically sharing off-grid, sustainability, profit sharing, all-inclusive, homes below cost, lands at no payments, life needs below cost, jobs, and then freedom. And then fellowship the way it was once upon a time. So Anastasia doesn't lose by giving away a house, because you tell friends and family tell friends and family, and you're able to help somebody. Even if you help one person in life, that's rich. So this is why we give the home giveaway. And I wish we didn't have to track it, but there's no other way to get around it. So we have a tracking system that we designed for you. It's as safe as we could possibly make it. And I wish we didn't have to use it, but how else are we going to track your points? And actually, you're the one that tracks your points. And then, when house number 33 is finished, then whoever has the most points at that cutoff point is going to win a house. But not just that, you're going to own businesses. So you're going to win a house, you're going to own businesses, everything that Anastasia is about. So, God, what a beautiful day. All of us are connected to destiny. All of us are part of something special. And so don't look at the negative. I urge you, I challenge you, look at all the possibilities. You're not broke. You're not jobless. You've got nothing but resources before you. All you've got is choices. Resources and choices. You've got time, you've got energy, and you can use that time and energy to end up with whatever effect that you decide. Reconnect to God, your higher power, however it is that you talk to God. Reconnect to yourself.